Yo, we made it to Friday. I can't believe it. It's the weekend. Hoes are ready. I'm ready. Why am I doing this with my face? I have no idea. Let's go.
Live from the BiffNet Studios World Headquarters in Spring, Texas, it's Barry on Deck, hosted by former ESPN Houston radio host and stand-up comedian Barry Laminack, starring Oliver the Cat. Written by Barry Laminack, produced by Barry Laminack, directed by, you guessed it, Barry Laminack, featuring sports, entertainment, special guests, film sessions, and some drinking. Okay, a lot of drinking. Viewer discretion is advised. And now, here's your host, Barry Laminack.
What's up, you damn dirty deckheads? Welcome to Barry on Deck. I am your host, Barry Laminack. Thank you guys for being here. Today is Friday, October 8th, 2021, and this is episode number 300. Oh, look, a squirrel. I don't remember the number. 347? It doesn't give, who gives a shit? You don't care. I don't know that you, I think I just say that so I have something to say. Barry on Deck is always brought to you by the AP Law Group. 713-913-GO-AP or log on to aplawgroup.com. Don't get bullied by the insurance companies. Get the AP Law Group on your side. Welcome to the program. It is an early Friday. There's nothing worse than just getting text right before you go live on your show with pertinent information about other stuff. Like my day, my schedge, if you're English, is very much, if one little thing goes wrong, it throws off an entire day and could very well throw off a weekend. That's how, right now, that's how tight my schedule is. And right before I go live, they're like, oh, we got to postpone the TV shoot. I'm like, what? That's not, no, can't do that. It's like, all right, 11 to 1, Barry on Deck. 1 to 2, I get ready. Cut my hair, take a shower, iron my clothes. Leave at 2, get to the station by 3, 3 to 6, I shoot. Leave, go to the Improv, 7 o'clock. Showtime starts at 7:30, 2 shows, come home, chill out, get up in the morning. Like you can't be changing shit last second on me. The whole day is mapped out. So I don't know what to do. I hope you're having a good week, though. This has been an interesting week, to say the least. I got a shout out, too, by the way, for the Houston Improv. Thank you for allowing us to do Sports Riot Live. And they have a bunch of great pictures on their Instagram and more that I'll have available to me that I'll post on the Discord and everywhere else coming up. But they thank you again to them and to everybody that came out. We had a great time, and I hope you did too. Busy show today. I have some ranting and raving to do. This is going to seem super petty. I don't give a shit. This is what grinds my gears. And it's going to probably, I'm going to lose some friends over it, and that's okay. I don't know. And I'm going to open it up to questions like, are you guys, do you think I'm being petty? We'll find out. Let's do the chat, though. Let's do the chat. Let's go. Let's get into this. Greatest deckhead, and then take a guess, huh? Come on, you guys can't deal with it. Shelby, number 1 in your heart, number 1 in marriage this week. She's 1-0 in marriages. Also, I think she's undefeated in first in the chat. So John Dory got one today, I believe, and he was close again. But Shelby shows up and shows out. First in the chat, first super chat. First Triple Crown, Jeff Bell, put it in the books. Deal with it, suckers. But Shelby was first. Shelby, sweetie, thank you so much for being here. Aaron J. Bryant was second. AJB, that was close, baby. Oh, you almost had it. Got you $1. Donna was third, showing up early for the pajama party. John Dory was in there as well. Appreciate you being here, Playboy. I was going to say fam and Playboy, and it almost came out Flayboy, and that's weird. Look at all the emojis AJB used. And you got a lot like dancing and planes. Where are you flying to, Aaron? Where are you headed off to? Steven the weather guy with his weather update, which I don't know if you saw it there, but there you go. Current conditions at BiffNet World Headquarters, 78 degrees, dew point, 66 degrees, sunny skies, 100% chance of getting Friday weird. We always do. The show has been weird all week. I will say this, and I'm kind of in my mind committed to this. Also, it's hot. I got to turn this fan off. I'm also in my mind kind of committed to this. I put together slides and I try to have a whole production for this show. I think on Fridays I'm going to scale back on that. Just kind of just more of a let's wrap a taste. Let's just hang out and chit chat. I almost want to go no sports Friday, but that flies in the face of what this show is and is about, and I won't do that. But I know a lot of you wouldn't give a shit if we didn't talk sports. But this is a sports show at heart, so we're gonna talk some sports. I mean, we got to talk about the Astros game yesterday. They're playing today at 107. We got to talk pitching matchups. We had a steal of home in the Rays Red Sox game. We got to talk. Last night's football game was wild and crazy. Who knew Geno Smith is still a thing? Not me. So we're going to get to all that. But before we get to all that, go get your shot glasses. We have to get this in. Not have to. I want to. Nay. I am looking forward to doing what we're about to do. Pour it up. Pour you a shot, folks. Get it ready. Because we have a birthday today. Your friend and mine, my pal, my buddy. I miss playing Warzone with him. But KD, it is Chris Davis's birthday, you guys. And KD, I hope that this fake ass job you have is treating you well. And I hope that you have a fantastic day. And I hope that you get roadhead or a hand job or an application for a real job. Whatever it is that you're into, buddy, I hope that it happens for you. For real, KD, man, I appreciate the support that you provide to myself and the rest of the Deckhead community. And we all love and respect you a ton, buddy. Cheers to you. Happy birthday, my friend. Oh, God. Oh, there's just something about it. That don't sit right in the mornings. And I'm not even drinking coffee. I got up at 6:40 this morning. Cece was like, are you starting a new schedule? No, I'm just got shit to do. And went to bed at a decent time. With no sports riot last night, I was able to go to bed at a decent hour. I got to bed by like 12:30. Yeah, pretty crazy. Got to bed at 12:30 and woke up at 6:30. Pretty wild. But the rest of the chat, who else is here? Let's go through them real quick. We know Katie's here. Fidel and Shelby. We got Francisco. He said he wasn't going to watch live, but he's here. Hey, Cisco, thank you for all of the pub and the tweets and the reminders and everything else that you do, buddy. When you guys do that, one, it's dope because you're helping promote the show, and I love and appreciate that so much because I really feel like at this point, a year and a half in, the numbers have leveled off. We started off huge, we lit down, but we have leveled off. I think we're stable at about 200 a show. The subscriber base is growing, but the views aren't, and that's okay. But I think the real growth is going to come from grassroots, you guys bringing friends to the show. So I appreciate anything that you do like that, Cisco, that really helps spread the word. Thank you, buddy. Who else is here? TDP, Joe Pro, Eric Resendez. Me and Eric were bitching about the Astros and Kendall Graveman last night on Twitter. Don't get it. Christopher Mina's here. What's up, dude? Hope you're doing well in Florida. Alex Villanueva is in the house. Incarnate and Mimi. Memesters, I got a picture of the grandbaby. Can you give me permission to post it? I'd like to post it because she is a cutie. I just need your permission. He? She? I don't really know. I think it's she. I think it's a she. I don't know. I forgot already. I'm not gonna lie. Dandy Dan, what's up, dude? I hope you're feeling better too. I know you're going through some shit. Hang in there, buddy. Rev House, what's up? Is that Tavares? What? I don't know what that is. Who's paying off Barry? No, Demata. She's not paying me off. Dave, what's up? Pippi Dubs in the building. Who else? Total Dallas is here with like number 17. Quincy Carter. Blech. Vomit. Rudolph, what's up, dude? Sanitize, wash hands, social distance. Back the fuck up. Marty! How's it feel to be 0-1, buddy? I hope good. Barry needs white magic as a personal assistant. Okay, that's weird. Yes, Justin was at the show, CC. Of course he was. What's up, Harry? Good to see you as well. Gang's all here. All right, Robert Carbajal, what's up, Playboy? He said hello, been a while, missing in action because of work. I hope you're doing well, Barry and fellow deckheads. Robert, we appreciate you showing up on a Friday, my friend. I hope you're doing well and work's not keeping you too busy. And, yeah, hope you're good. What's up, Tony the Handsome and Jen? Who else is here? We got Katie's birthday in, so we're all good. Okay. Oh, did you notice this? I updated it, huh? Trying to get to 5,000 subs. Come on, we can do it. Yes, you have it. Yes, it's a she. Oh, look, guys, we got to post Mimi's. We got to post Mimi's brand new grandbaby. Look at this, the newest deckhead. Huh? Come on. Look at that cutie patootie. Oh, man, what? That is just super cute, Mimi. Congratulations on the cuteness that is this sweet baby girl of yours. New grandbaby. That's what's up. All right, let's get to some sports. What is this? Goat James. Are you really? Is that really? Is that what you're going to come into this show your first time? And you're going to come with a lame LeBron James is the GOAT take? Come on, fam. It's Friday. You could do better than that, new guy. Get your shit together. LeBron James is the GOAT. Well, next you're going to tell me Jordan is and then Tiger Woods and come on, fam. Come up with something more clever that we can discuss. And she is a cutie, isn't she? Look at that cute grandbaby. Let's go. All right. Reminder, I have shows all weekend at the Houston Improv. Come hang out. Get some giggles, get some chuckles in your life. But yeah, I'll be there all weekend running my dry bar set before next weekend when I fly off to Utah to film dry bar. So come hang out. I'll be featuring for Chris Porter. So can we talk about some things? We're going to talk sports. I want to talk about that game last night. Pretty wild. Who knew Geno Smith was still playing? What was the deal with fingers last night? It was like a high school prom. Fingers were getting lost everywhere. I'll let that one sit there for a second. I think you guys need to think about it for a minute, maybe. Okay. You get it now? We're good? All right. God, this show's crazy already. Thank you, House. Thank you, House. Thank you. Yeah, that was great. Oh, my God, that was the best. Nobody's getting killed for LeBron's shoes. How can he be the GOAT? That's the best. That's going to be my argument from now on. When people say LeBron's the GOAT over Jordan. Really? No one's ever been killed for his shoes. So you tell me. That is such a good. This is why I love Sun. Man, so last night during Thursday Night Football, Russell Wilson sprains his finger, and it looked like literally, if you've ever watched Fred Sanford or Sanford and Son, remember he'd be like, "Oh, Lamont, my arthritis is acting up." His finger was all fucked up. Like he would put his finger out, and it was all fucking. It looked like my grandma's fingers. You remember your grandma would have them crooked ass fingers, and like they would go like this finger's crooked. Look at that. But I broke that when I was in high school, so that's why it's crooked like that. But your grandma would have that finger, and at the end, it would just go, whoop. That's what it looked like last night. He ended up with grandma fingers, or in the middle one at least. And then Goff hurts his finger, sprains it. It was just crazy. Geno Smith comes in. I felt bad. That last interception on that last drive wasn't his fault. That receiver fell down, kind of got tripped. Incidental contact is what they called it. Last night was a weird game. Double punts. Fingers getting banged everywhere. Strange game. Seahawks are going to have to get better on defense, though. Going to have to get a lot better on defense. Not a good defensive football team, which is kind of what, I mean, obviously with Russ, they've always had good offenses. But that Legion of Boom defense was always known to be, great. Not so much. So, Seattle's got some work to do. And the Rams look pretty good. I think moving, I'm sorry, I said Goff, I meant Stafford. But yeah, that team, the Rams look pretty good. It looks like the changes that they made paying off so far. We'll find out. Obviously defensively, Aaron Donald got after Russ. I think the big thing for me, that division is so tough. That division, that NFC West. When you lose a game in that division, that's a big blow. So for Seattle, they already had ground to make up. That's a big blow for them. So we'll find out. Also, yesterday in sports, we had the Astros beating the White Sox, and Frommer taking. I mean, Lance McCullers Jr. pitched his ass off. And you had that lineup did what we thought it would do. Lance Lynn is always gets murked by the Astros, so that shouldn't have been a surprise. I was kind of surprised that Yordan had his first home run in the playoffs. That it seems like that wouldn't have been the case, but apparently that was. And I think I got a little frustrated at the end with Kendall Graveman and Presley in the game. I understand, and even on the broadcast they talked about, well, you just want to get Kendall Graveman some postseason experience. He's never pitched in the playoffs. Well, great. But now you just ran out there and wore his arm out, and all he did was give up a run and get frustrated. So that kind of sucked. And then Presley goes out and throws 20-something pitches, and now you're like, well, you got to go today no matter what. But now they're going to be a little more tired, and it just seemed with a 5-run lead or a 6-run lead, it didn't make sense to do that. But Dusty did. He put in his setup and his closer to go out and get a 6-run to close out a 6-run game. Didn't make sense. Oh my God. Here we go. This stupid fuck. Did we get that? Hey, good fella. I hope your mom gives you the clap, you dumb fuck. I'm trying to get this out of this chat. Sorry, guys. My chat's like way behind. So as soon as I get there, I will get it cleaned up. Thank you, Donna. I swear to God. You know, these punk ass motherfuckers. I wish people like this fucking idiot. I wish there was an opportunity when somebody like that did that you could just be like, oh, you know what? Send me an address. Like, this little coward motherfucker. Oh my God. Hey, good fella, if you can still hear me, you're a fucking coward. Okay? Go fuck yourself. Bitch ass hoe. Keyboard warrior. God, I hate shit like that. Like, why? Why do that? Why? It doesn't make any sense. What kind of a fucking loser, feels like they need to go do that on the internet? I mean, you literally are a fucking loser. Go get some pussy. Maybe you'll stop doing that, you fucking nerd. And it's probably some 13-year-old white kid that thinks he's funny. Hey, guys, look, I said the N-word on the internet. Yeah, but I bet you won't do that in real life because you know you get your ass whooped, punk-ass bitch. God, that makes me mad. All right. It's time to rant. First rant is about these punk-ass websites I see out here. So, we'll get back to sports. Who gives a fuck? So the fact is, there are websites out here, and I keep seeing them on my goddamn timeline on Twitter. There's this one account that keeps tweeting a link to a website. And then when I go to this, it'll be like, so-and-so did so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so. And I'm like, oh, that sounds like an interesting article. So I click on the fucking tweet, and it takes me to their website. And what it says is there's a goddamn synopsis of the article that somebody else wrote with a link to it. So it'll be like, so-and-so said so-and-so about so-and-so. You can read the article here. And then it's a link to the other goddamn website that wrote it, that did the work, that paid the writer to write the article and do the research and spend the time and edit the fucking thing and find the photos on Getty Images and pay the licensing fee and the writer and the editor and the web hosting company. But you got all these whack-ass websites, these wannabe journalistic website bullshit-ass clogging up the internet sites that don't do shit. It would literally be like, hey, guys, I made a new song. Go check it out. And then it's a fucking somebody else's song. It's fucking ridiculous. Either write your own articles or just tweet the fucking link to the original. Why are you routing me through your stupid ass website so you can make 5 cents off of a fucking Google ad? And then you send me to the website that did all the goddamn work. You're just a middleman. All you're doing is making money. That is it. I'm going to start doing this with fucking Barry on Deck. I'm going to take barryondeck.com and from now on, watch. What I'm going to do, this is what I'm going to do. These websites that do this, I'm going to link to their article. That's how fucking ridiculous this would be. That's how fucking ridiculous this is. It's like, hey guys, there's an article that somebody wrote. Then this is what it talks about. Click here to read it. Bitch, you could have just tweeted the direct link to it. God damn it. Like, why do people have to be like that? Just send people to the fucking link or write your own shit. What happened to originality? Nobody's fucking original anymore. Everybody wants to be fucking lazy. And if one more person, and then some of them are my friends, but if one more person tags me in their promotional shit, stop tagging me in your shit. I don't tag anybody when I promote my stuff. I just put it out there. And who sees it, sees it. Fuck. I've never understood this. It's the same thing. Comics will fucking tag you on a show you're not even on. I'll be tagged on a fucking flyer. Hey guys, I'm doing this show at this venue. Why the fuck are you tagging me? I'm a comic. I'm not coming to watch that shit. Oh, it's that kind of energy today, Fidel. This has all been building up all week. And I got sleep, and now I'm fucking energized. Oh yeah, we gonna bitch today. What I don't understand is like so I've never understood. A comic will invite me to their show on Facebook. Bitch, I don't want to go to your show. I'm a comic. I'm not on it. I'm a comic. I'm not on your show. What's up, Slinky? Slinky says Bills or Chiefs. All right, Slinky, put a pin in that. I'm going to come right back to it. Let me just finish this damn Barry's on one on Friday. Oh, man, this was built up all week. What's up, Norway? Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for being here. I'm just complaining. My thing is this. If you do the work, promote that. I'll come consume your content. I actually put a tweet out today that somebody said, it was, I forget who it was, but they said, if your friends create something, if your friends make art or write a book or a song or software, buy it, pay for it, support your friends. And I believe in that wholeheartedly. And I try to do that. And when my comic friends do stuff, I pay for it. I buy their shirts. I go to their shows that they're doing. But don't just tag me in shit. Like, I'm not a consumer, bro. I'm a comic and I'm not on that show, which means I ain't getting paid. I don't give a fuck about that show. Give a fuck about that show. What is Norway? What is he doing? Get whose ass out? What I miss now? What the fuck did I miss now? What's with the chat today? It is free to support your people. And even if it's not, Brandon, like if you have a friend, and I'm not talking about me. I mean, I'm y'all's friends, but I'm saying if you have a friend that is like Kobo's, right? Like Kobo's Q. I'm going to go to Kobo's because I want to support him because he's a friend. Like, right. If my buddy drops an album, I'm buying the album. There's this guy named ODOT. he released, I'm buying the album, right? Like if Sun Tran releases a comedy album, I'm buying the album. Support your friends, but also fucking tag me on a show I'm not on. Give a shit. What's up, Lisa? How are you, sweetie? Just over here bitching. Support your friends, though. Okay, now let's get back to this football question that we had. Because what I'm going to do is share my sheet with you. So here's how it goes, okay? I don't know if he's still here. Did he bail? Because I'm not going to answer it if he didn't. Slinky, are you still here? Let me know if you're still here, Slinky, and I'll answer this. I mean, I'll probably answer it anyways, but I was going to talk to you directly. Mods are on point today. What else did I miss? We got more fuck faces in here saying racist shit. All right, Slinky, what's up? Okay, so Slinky, check this out. So what I do is I'm kind of nerdy with it, and I use statistics to analyze the game, and it's pretty simple. It's not like, majorly complicated shit, but it gives you a good indication of what you can expect. And this is what I go by, because anybody can predict. I could give you, I think the Bills right now are a more complete team than the Chiefs, believe it or not. So just from me, I'd say the Bills defensively and offensive. The Chiefs are great on offense. We get that. We know that. Adding Josh Gordon, whoop-de-doo, the rich get richer. But that defense is so bad. And I feel like some of these better teams have kind of shown. We heard about the blueprint, right? Tampa Bay exposed the Chiefs. They created the blueprint on how to beat the Chiefs. So all that's well and good, and all that's 100% opinion, because they could go out and blow them out by, 20 points. But let me share with you my spreadsheet that I put together when I make my picks and predictions and look at stuff. This is what it looks like. So let's do this. Zoom out. There you go. So this is my spreadsheet that I use when I kind of run through scenarios in the NFL and so forth and so on. All right. Now, what you're seeing here, I don't know why this is not. Okay. Why is it not showing the far left-hand side of this goddamn spreadsheet? Let's see. Yeah, that's so weird. It's just not zoomed in over there. Okay, well, you can kind of see the team names. But if we scroll down here, so here's the Bills. You can see up there. This is the Bills line, right? So what you're looking at here is this is the points scored on average for through their games through this season. This is the points allowed on average this season. So the Bills are scoring 33 a game and allowing 11 a game. The Chiefs are scoring 33 a game, but allowing 31. So you don't have to be a math whiz to figure this out. What that means is the Bills have a plus minus of 22.5 on average per game. That means they're outscoring their opponents by 22. The Chiefs on average are outscoring their opponents by 2 points a game. So what this basically means is, yeah, the Chiefs are going to put up a lot of points, but they're defensively, they're so bad, they're going to let your team score almost as many. Like literally almost as many. But when you go up against a good team like the Bills, who are going to score as much as you, but then they're going to lock you down. And look, I'm not suggesting they're going to hold the Chiefs to 11, but if the Chiefs are accustomed to scoring 33, they're probably not going to get 33. And there's a way to do this. So what I do is, so this 22.5, this is what I have predicted as the final score, 32-22. So you can round up or down for numbers that make sense with, 7s and 3s and field goals and all that shit. But this gives you an idea. So if they're scoring 33, think about this for a second. If the Bills are averaging 33 a game and the Chiefs are allowing 31 a game, guess what? When you take the average of those two, it tells you that they're probably going to score about 32, statistically and predictively. And the same is true over here. If the Chiefs are scoring 33 a game, but the Bills are only allowing 11, that means they're probably going to score 21-ish. I would bump that up and not down because it is the Chiefs offense. So I would say maybe 24. So I think final score of this game, 31-24 Bills. Now, if you're thinking this looks like a bunch of bullshit, Barry, did you just make all this up? There's no way this is accurate. I want to draw your attention to something else. Over here in these three columns, This, when I click on this header right here, you can see that this is estimated over under. And then the next column is the actual Vegas over under. So what this estimated over under is I take the predictive average score that I've calculated for each team and I combine it, and it comes up with an estimated over under. So you're going to see that this number, and this is strictly statistics. If I come down here to this, right, I showed you how I came up with 32. They're scoring 33. The Chiefs are allowing 31. When you average that, it's 32. The way I came up with 22. They're scoring 33. The Bills are allowing 11, so that's 22. When you add that up, 32 and 22 is 54.65. Right there. The over-under in Vegas is 56.5. That's the actual over-under. And Ebenezer, I don't know how to say that. EM, we'll just call you EM. M is saying, well, but they haven't got going. Look, and again, this is all statistical. This has nothing to do with on the field. Obviously, injuries come into play from week to week. Obviously, slow starts and all those things. We're just talking statistically. If they keep playing the same, and this isn't 100, I mean, I don't go 100% every week. This just is there to give you an idea. Okay, White Magic. Dude. Oh my God. Why would you say something like that, bro? I don't understand that. Oh my God. Sometimes you guys, oh boy. Shit like that, I just don't understand. Why would you, I'm telling you how I do it. And then what you want to say is follow Jerry Bow. Then go follow Jerry Bow. Go watch his stream then. Like, what the fuck, bro? I'm just telling you what I do statistically. It wasn't the point to fucking promote Jerry Bow in the middle of me to explain to you my spreadsheet. What the fuck, man? You guys, boy, sometimes I don't understand how y'all operate sometimes, White Magic. Like, really. So anyways, the point is this. When I come up with that number, if you look, a lot of times, it's very close to what the Vegas over-under is, within a point or two. So for this game, I came up with an over-under of 54.65. Vegas has it at 56.5, which means I'm about 1.8 points off, almost 2. No, you don't need a timeout, White Magic. Just use his head. Just use your head. Like, why are you being a dick? That don't make no sense, man. That don't make no sense. Don't understand it. Just don't understand it. So you've got the over-under of 56.5 is what Vegas is saying. And then, of course, you know, so basically they think combined that these two teams are going to score either about 56 points, which when you think about it is what? If they're scoring a lot, 31 to 25, and I'm saying it would be 32-20 or 32-22. So, bye, Cece. Have fun golfing. Enjoy yourself, boo-boo. So that's how I do it. And then you can see, like, some of these, it's close. Some of them, you know, it gets a little wonky, of course. I mean, 1 to 1.5 points off. What that tells me is I would take the under just statistically based off of performance right now. And that's really why I do it that way. So I come up with a final score. I come up with that lets me predict who's going to win. And I don't always pick that based just solely off of this number. Right? So, like, some of these games this week are a pick'em. One of these games right here, the Broncos-Steelers game is a pick'em, actually, believe it or not. The spread is 0. This column over here is the spread. So the spread in the Bills-Chiefs game is 2.5. I think it's going to be more than that. Damn it, I can't get my thing over there. There you go. So that's the spread. Is 2.5. What the hell? There we go. But I think it's going to be a more lopsided win for the Bills than that, just because of defensively. So anyways, that's how I do it. Usually this renders me, like last week, I think I went 8-8. And that's usually based off of picks. And again, like this game, I probably, to be honest with you, this Bengals-Packers game, the only reason I went Bengals is because they are the home team. And this says 24-21. I would have normally taken the Bengals. I mean, the Packers, just because I think, but this says that should be 24-21 Bengals, which was, the 3-point spread at home. And it is a 3-point spread. But the Packers are the favorite. So that's a 6-point swing because the Bengals are the home team. And you can see that this one's kind of off too. The actual over-under in Vegas is 50. I'm saying 45. So I'm way off on that. But some of these are pretty close. 48.3 to 49, 49 to 48. That one's not close. This one's pretty much dead on, 45 and 45. So it's crazy statistically how it works out. And it's all, we're all guessing at this point. Even Vegas, to a certain degree, is guessing. But they don't always match up. Like this says this is about an 9 point spread. And over here it says 10. So, somebody asked what I thought of Justin Herbert. Man, I'm going to tell you right now, Slinky. Slinky said, what do you think of Justin Herbert? I'm jealous. I'm jealous of the Chargers. They got them one. If you watch that last Chargers game, the way that Justin Herbert acquitted himself or carried himself, I should say, in that game, he looks like a pro's pro. He plays like a pro's pro. He's poised. He understands the game. He makes the right decisions. He's got a great arm, and he's a good teammate. He gives credit to his defense, knowing full well that offense went out and balled out. But all he does is talk about the defense and the other people. Yeah, and that's the thing, EM. That's the other thing. He said way different than a Phillip Rivers game. When I'm watching that Chargers game, I was like, oh, here we go. Boy, how many times have the Chargers had a lead like this? When you saw Las Vegas come out in that third quarter, start to move the ball a little bit and score some points, you were like, oh, shit, here we go again. Typical Chargers game. This is almost a microcosm of every season they've ever had. Start out hot, fade down the stretch. They do these in games all the time. How many leads have they blown in a game? Chargers under Phillip Rivers should have gone 12-4 every year if they would have kept first half leads. Instead, they would be, 9-7 because they would choke away all those leads. But it didn't feel like that. Yeah, Kel, Herbert is the real deal. He's legit, and I'm jealous because I think in the long run, I'm not saying he's going to be Tom Brady. I'm not saying he's that. But you know who he kind of reminds me of in a way? Big Ben a little bit. Big, stoic, doesn't get rattled. I mean, he could be that good or better. And Big Ben's Hall of Fame. Let's be real. I mean, he's past his prime now. He's done. But the fact is, that dude looks like he's going to, over the next 5 to at least 7 to maybe 10 years, when you're talking best quarterbacks in the league, watching Justin Herbert, I feel like he's always going to be included in that discussion. You're going to be talking about Patrick Mahomes, right? You're going to be talking about Deshaun Watson. You're going to be talking about Lamar Jackson, but you're going to be talking about Justin Herbert. Just like now, and in the past 5 years, it's been Brady, Breeze, Ben, Russ. Those are the quarterbacks that you would talk about when you would talk about the best of the best. I feel like Justin Herbert's going to be in that conversation. And that's true too, Amos. That Chargers defense is legit now. Absolutely legit. So anyways, if you're curious, and since we're on the sports and we're in the spreadsheet, these are my picks for the week. Rams, Falcons, Bucks, Panthers, Saints, Titans, Vikings, Broncos, Bengals, Patriots, Raiders, Chargers, Cowboys, Cardinals, Bills, Ravens. Only have 3 underdogs winning. I have the Saints beating the, and I have Redskins. I need to update my spreadsheet. I have the Saints beating the Washington football team on the road. I have the Bengals winning at home against the Pack. And I have the Bills beating the Chiefs, going on the road and beating the Chiefs. Dude, that Chiefs offense is not good. I mean, defense. That Chiefs defense is not good. And it's going to be a problem when they play good teams that are good on both sides of the ball. The Chiefs are great. The Chiefs are literally 10-2. Right? The Chiefs are like good drivers. They're 10-2. They're a 10 on offense and a 2 on defense. And the Bills are a 8-8. They're an 8 on offense and an 8 on defense. They might be a 8-10. In fact, I bet if we went and looked it up, I can come over here to my team data. So this is all my team data. So this is all my points scored and points allowed per team right here. I still don't know why this won't zoom. Let me try this. I'll just zoom out a little bit. You guys can still see this, right? No, why are they fucking doing it? I don't understand this. That's the one thing about this software I hate. Oh, come on. Oh, I think I know what I need to do. I think I need to stretch this up. Nope, that didn't do it. Some bitch. Okay, well, you kind of get the idea. But if I sort here, if I come in, let's just do this. So let's sort this range by column B. You can see that points scored. The Bills are the third best offense. Let's do it a different way. Let's sort by Z to A. So we'll go column B, Z to A. So the Cardinals have the best offense in football right now through 4 weeks. They're averaging 35 points a game. Bills are second with 33.5, and the Chiefs are also scoring 33.5. So there's your top 3 offenses. Actually, there's your top 5. Cardinals, Bills, Chiefs, Cowboys, Bucks. So if we bold those, now actually what we'll do is I'll make these red too, so we can kind of get a better idea here. So now let's go and sort by points allowed. Data, sort range, column C, Z to, we want A to Z on that because that's lowest to highest. And you can see the Bills are also a top 5 team in that regard as well. So they're only allowing 11, and then the Broncos are allowing 12, Panthers 16, Browns 16, and Saints 17. So if you're wondering who the best defenses are, there you go. Now, it gives you an idea. This is why the Cardinals are looking so good and the only undefeated team in football right now. Putting up a lot of points, not allowing that many. They're a plus minus 13.7. And that's the other thing we can look at, that final thing to determine really which team is significantly outscoring the other and by how much and all that. We'll sort by column D and we'll go Z to A for the highest. And you can see that right now the upper echelon in the NFL is Bills, Cardinals, Broncos, Browns, Panthers. Now, whether, records reflect that or not, this is all statistical analysis. But you can see the Bills almost have twice as many points on a plus minus than the Cardinals, than the next best team. And this is why I have the Bills winning and beating the Chiefs. Look, the Chiefs are way down here. Way down here. Let me go back real quick. I'm going to data, sort range. We're going to do it by the points allowed. We want to go A to Z, and we'll bold and red those top 5s as well. That way we kind of get an idea of these teams. So these are the top 5 teams in each statistical category. And so there you go. And that's kind of what that's the stuff that I go by. Okay, who's calling me now? So there you go. You can see it's not exact, but when you look at these points scored, points allowed, and who's doing what, most of these teams that we bolded were top 5 in either points scored or points allowed, and most of those teams comprise the top. This is top 8. They're top 8 in at least one of those categories. There's only one team that's top 5 in both, and that's the Bills. Bottom line. Uh-oh. What the hell was that? Merge out. Zoom out. Bottom line. Bills are scary right now. Josh Allen is balling. Ben said that's because they played Davis Mills, though. Well, again, I get that. This is why I said this is statistical. This isn't eye test. This isn't injuries. This is all statistical analysis. That's it. This is all based off of statistics. Because statistics show trends, and that's it. Trends change. The Bills could play the Chiefs and give up 50, and that's going to skew that points allowed number. So again, this is all just statistical analysis of the season 25% of the way through. Mac, what's up, dude? KC is good, but that defense will be their downfall. Exactly. And that's my point. Can't give up 30 plus points a game and expect to win. Well, if you're scoring 33, you can. It's good to say, oh, you got to outscore me because most teams can't match their offense, but the Bills can. The Cardinals can. And if you've got a better defense than the other team across the field from you, and your offense is just as good, guess what? You beat those teams. Folks, I'm here to tell you, the Chiefs are not invincible anymore. The Chiefs are not, am I saying that they're not Super Bowl worthy? That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm telling you is that this isn't the same dominant team that they were because their defense is so bad. Now, could they get coached up? Could they add some help? Could they get better? Sure. All of that could happen between now and the end of the season. But right now, a quarter of the way through, the Chiefs are not the same team. They're not. I mean, look, the Cardinals aren't the same team because they're better. They're playing better. A quarter of the way, 25% of their games are done. They're still undefeated. This isn't the same Cardinals team as last year. And this isn't the same Chiefs team that we've seen the last couple, 3-4 years. It's just facts. Just facts. Dandy Dan said, I would not be surprised if the Super Bowl this year has 2 new teams. Nor would I, to be honest with you. Nor would I. Yep. And Max said people sleep on the Chargers. We were just talking about them. I was just talking about Justin Herbert. Jealous that the Chargers have him as a quarterback for the next decade. Yeah, and M says Tyreek is the scariest thing in the NFL. True. Tyreek's just one person. He's just one person. Thank you, Fidel. Have a good lunch, buddy. But Tyreek is scary. But Tyreek don't play defense. Tyreek don't throw the ball around the yard. A rushing game and everything else. So there you go. There's my week 5. If you're curious to see what week 4 looked like in the full disclosure method and why I say, look, this is nothing more than statistical analysis. Ben said, I bet he could play DB. I tell you what he should play. I would play him at DB, but I'd corner blitz the entire time. Ain't no way a lineman or a tight end is going to get to the edge that fast to chip Tyreek Hill. I'd put him at the nickel in the slot. Corner blitz. Just go get him, big guy. Go get him. So this is what it looked like last week. I went 8-8, and that was on the over-unders. These were the over-under predictions. Over here. So this is why I say, guys, I'm not sitting here telling you this is the gospel, that this is the truth. And what I do, and because it's all about statistics, I don't try to manipulate the numbers. I come up with the formulas, and the formulas seem to be pretty accurate, but you can tell me, oh, you missed that. But look at Vegas. They missed too when they set an over-under. When you see a 51 over-under and the actual over-under result is 21, what does that tell you? Those teams shit the bed. That Minnesota-Cleveland game, Cleveland comes in averaging a plus 24, or I'm sorry, a plus 8, scoring 25 a game. They put up 14. Minnesota scores 23 a game and put up 7. So even Vegas is wrong, but they go statistically. So like last week, this is how I had it. I had Like, for example, the Texans should have scored 14 and the Bills should have scored 31. Well, it was 40-0. Okay. Lions should have scored 21. They scored 14. The Bears should have scored 23. They scored 24. So you can see 19-7, 20-7. That was that anomaly. 23-21, 19-27. They outperformed the Giants. Daniel Jones took over that game. They went crazy. So again, this isn't anything more than, and statistically I went 8-8 in the over-under predictions. And then my record, I went 8-8 in my team predictions on who would win. And then I think the week before I was like 9-7 or 10-6. So we'll see. The only thing about doing it this way that's kind of crazy is you require games. Steven said Barry's Excel game is fire. Oh, I'm a nerd when it comes to Excel, dude. Like I'll have like week 4, I'll have week 5, my team data, my working data. I have my template. Like I have it all, dude. I'm a project manager at heart, dude. That's what I did for 20 years. I lived inside of Excel spreadsheets. And then, so say I even have my drop downs. I just pick the teams each week when I make the lineup. So all I do when I do this is I'll duplicate the sheet. And I call this week 6. And then I clear out the matchups. And so what happens is the way this works, when I clear out the matchups, so this thing, when I pick the team, all this data over here on the right gets filled in from this data. So it calls up this spreadsheet and pulls in those numbers. So you can see like right here, when I go to teams, we'll choose the top one. The Bills are scoring 33 a game, allowing 11 with a plus minus differential of 22. So when I choose Bills, 33.5, 11, 22, and then I get an estimated score, but it won't give me the estimated score until they have an opponent so that we know what their net allowed is. And then I can do the comparison. So like if the Bills are going to play, let's see, if the Bills are playing the Cowboys are scoring 31, allowing 24, which is a plus 7.2. Then that would be compared. So I would choose Dallas. There's the 33-24, the 7-2. So now the Bills should score 28 against the Cowboys, and the Cowboys would score 21 against Dallas. So there you go. That's how I do it. And then I do that every week. And as the year goes on, this gets more accurate. It's really hard to do it in week 1 because there's no data. There's no way to analyze statistics. You can't base it off of last year because teams change. Quarterbacks and defensively and everything else, coaching, philosophy. So this gets more accurate the more data we get and the further into the season we get. So week 4, I'm not mad at 8-8 after 4 weeks of data. I'd be mad at 8-8 after 15 weeks of data. But even then, it's still hard to predict because you just can't take into account the human element. That's why Vegas makes money. Ben says, do you automate score inputs or is that manually entering the scores for each week? Actually, I do it this is how I do it. I'll show you. Let's go over here to ESPN. So what I do is I come to NFL stats. I go to team. I do the offense first. So this is offensive up here. And I literally just copy this whole spreadsheet. So I come over here. And I'll copy that all the way up to Arizona. Control C. Come over to my spreadsheet. You see this working data tab? That's what it's for. So I'll paste that in. And then what it does, it just chops it up because I don't have enough columns and stuff. But I take this points thing. So this is this is their average. If you notice, this is average, not cumulative. So this is average points scored for the year. I'll match that up with that team. And then I'll cut that. I'll bring it over to the teams. I'll paste that. Remove the formatting. Sort this by alphabet, or sort this alphabetically. It doesn't take that long, actually, believe it or not. Sort by A to Z. Now this is sorted A to Z, and then I just copy and paste. So actually, let me sort this A to Z. Data. sort range, A to Z, column F. So there you go. And you can see that these numbers over here are actually matching these numbers. And so all I do then at that point is just copy and then paste. And then when I choose teams, I'll get those numbers. So what do we have over there under working data? Chicago 16. So when I choose Chicago, there's the 16. There you go. That's how I do it. So every week now I make my picks just based off of that stuff. Steve said Barry's making my head hurt. No, it's just how I mean, look, I'm statistically a nerd. I don't use it all the time, but back when I did the radio show, this is why they would always make fun of me, but I'm prepared. I do my research. It's not like I'm just pulling shit out of my ass. At least I'm doing my homework. So you guys can talk shit about my sports takes and all that, but I do my homework. At least when I make a pick, I'm making it based off of something. A lot of times when dudes do this, they're just guessing. And really, it's all just guessing at the end of the day. It's all just guessing. I'm saying we're looking at it as a whole. He gets it step by step. Katie, nerds. Hey, I used to when I was doing the radio. I would publish my spreadsheet every week. People started asking for it. They're like, "Hey, fam, can we see what your spreadsheet results were?" Like, sure, why not? Let's do it. I got to tell you, I had a life-changing moment today, folks. Thank you, Donna. Pete Jones said, just tell me who to bet on Truman. No, that's definitely when you need to hit up Jerry Bow. That's a lot more. This is just more for what to expect, making picks. If I was betting right now, to be honest with you, and I stopped for a while because I just don't have the money to waste, I'd still be using Jerry Bow. Also, it gives you a built-in excuse. I can blame Jerry for losing. If I blame myself, then it's just, damn it. But at least I have my own way. And that's the only reason I got mad at White Magic. Like, bro, I'm not explaining what Jerry Bow does. I'm explaining what I do. Why would you be a dick like that? And then you got to get mad, whatever. Well, you know, Marty, I mean, I am passionate about it. I love statistics and numbers and the analysis and stuff like that. That is the nerd in me. But really, it's also about, you can watch these teams. Like, most of the stuff that you saw, most of these teams that you saw when I broke it down, when you saw that top 10 of who was bolded and who was leading either in top 5 in points allowed or points scored, those are the best teams too right now. So while, you know, it gives you some semblance, it's not perfect, but those are also usually going to be the best teams. So it gives you an idea of who's the best teams in football. This is why I can be like, oh yeah, these teams suck. These defenses are good. These offenses are good. Because you have that data to base it off of. Can you really say the Chiefs' defense is bad? Yeah. They're one of the worst in football. One of the worst in football. Shit. Let's see. Let me go back here. Are they worse than the Texans? I want to say at some point they're giving up more than the fucking Texans are giving up. Let's see. Yeah. Texans are giving up 29 a game, and that's with allowing 40 to Buffalo. And the Chiefs are still giving up more a game. That's how bad their defense is. The only worst defense in football right now by 0.7 points is the Falcons. So, yeah, when I tell you that the Bills are going to beat the Chiefs, I feel confident in that. Does that mean it's going to happen? No. Patrick Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes, baby. Single-handedly, he can win that game. Yeah, Justin said, I bet the bookers in Vegas do the same exact thing. I think they just do it on a, like, my math is very rudimentary compared to some of this stuff. When you start looking at like analytics, sports analytics, like what the Rockets do, that's mathematical formulas and equations on a whole other level. This is just like, give me an idea of what I'm looking at each week. Give me an idea of the teams and what I can expect. But Vegas is like, we got millions riding on this. We're bringing in these super smart mathematicians, and they're doing all kinds of nerdy shit that's well beyond what I'm doing. I mean, like, they're doing, PhD. I'm in like 5th grade. That gives you enough. So, there you go. Boy, I don't know how we got into that, but I'm surprised anybody stuck around for that nerdy shit. Okay, Streamlabs, I need to be added as a moderator. All right, well, be a moderator then, Streamlabs. Go. By the way, y'all notice I updated the goal? I think I already talked about that. Okay. So I had a life-changing moment today. We got the happy birthday. And I didn't do the $5 Fridays, by the way. I got to say, thank you to everybody that sent a $5 Friday. And I'm starting with PayPal because I always forget to look at my PayPal. And today, I'm starting with PayPal because Alex Villanueva and Keith Sager send me PayPal all the time, every Friday, and I always forget to look at it until the show's over, and then I feel like such an asshole because I don't mention them in their generosity that they send to me. So, to keep this thing rolling. M says Streamlabs had it out for me. Did it really? What'd they do? What'd it do? Oh, Barry, it's going to flag a bunch of comments. Uh-oh. Well, based on all the racism we've had. Oh, yeah, I need to kill that. Hold on. Remove moderator. All right, I fixed that. It just warned M and said, please refrain from spamming all caps. I mean, that could be. I took it off. But Alex Villanueva, thank you for the $10, $5 Friday, my friend. He said, good Friday to you, Barry. Just keep your grind and you will shine as you are now. 100. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. I always appreciate you on everything, but your generosity and your messages each Friday are very inspiring and keep me going. So I really do appreciate that. $5 Fridays. Donna, my sweetie, thank you. Well, actually, PB Dubs was, no, I take that back. Shelby was the first one in today. She sent the $10, $5 Friday. She said, I really can't even begin to tell you how much I appreciate you and the Barry on Deck community. Thank you, sweetie. That's super sweet of you. Joe Pro, thank you for the $5 Friday. Appreciate you, buddy. He said, shout out to Rune and Sylvia, our time delayed deckheads. Happy Friday. Oh, yeah. Rune and Sylvia killing it in the comments every day. They're there with Joe Pro. The three of them always leaving messages on the videos to help me with the algorithm. It's dope, man. They're outstanding, and I appreciate them so much. Where'd it go? So, Shelby said, happy Friday. I really can't even begin to tell you how much I appreciate you and the Barry on Deck community. Y'all will always hold a very special place in my heart. Well, we love you, sweetie. Congratulations on the marriage, and thank you for your $10, $5 Friday. Cece said, pray for Virginia Buttonweed. I'm going golfing to the Astros game and to get a tattoo with Mrs. Buttonweed. Oh, thank you for the $5 Friday, sweetie. PP Dubs, thank you for the $5 Friday. Donna, my sweets, thank you for the $10 $5 Friday. She said, happy Pajama Friday. Jen, sweetie, thank you for the $5 Friday. You're not supposed to send me money. You work here, Jen, but I love you. Lisa, sweetie, the real, thank you for the $5 Friday. Appreciate you. And Sylvia, as just mentioned by Joe Pro, the commenter, she usually doesn't make it to the live show, but she said, happy fancy $5 Friday. Catch you on the replay. Sylvia, thank you so much, sweetie, as you listen to this in the future. VB said, what? Yeah, the wife's getting a tattoo. It's going to say, I was stupid. And it's just going to point, you're going to always have to stand on her left now. Is the Harpsters here? Hey, Harpy Friday. Haha. Genius marketing guy. Not really, because we would have a lot more people. Well, what's up, Ray? Good to see you, man. Thank you for being here, buddy. All right. I got to tell you my life-changing thing that happened to me this morning. I had a life-changing moment, folks. Did. Mimi! Thank you for the $10 super chat, sweetie. You're the best. I appreciate you. She said, here's your $5 Friday. Thank you, sweetie. You're the best, Mimi. Congrats on the grandbaby. She said, God damn it, I messed it up again. It's supposed to be Harpy Friday. Yeah, but 2 P's, right? Because that's the happy Harpy. You got to get it right. Mimi, y'all, Mimi's going to be like in hog heaven forever now with the grandbabies. Justin said, tell me where to go to lunch. You beautiful son of a bitch. You, I swear to God. I'll tell you where to go. You go to Dan's Seafood and Wings. Justin's the best producer on the planet. Folks, if you want the best seafood in the city of Houston to go along with the best producer, a.k.a. Justin Swinford, you get yourself over to Dan's. Get on over to Dan's Seafood and Wings. 2 locations for you. One on the southwest side on South Gessner, one on the northeast side on Uvalde. And I'm going to tell you right now, we're sadly getting out of crawfish season. But that doesn't mean that the seafood season isn't year round. It's always seafood season. It's always shrimp season. Lo mein. My mom, you guys, Jenny's mom went to Dan's once. She met Amos and she met D Mata, and she got a salad and was like, this salad is delicious. I was like, okay, first of all, calm down, Jenny. It's a salad. But she loved the salad. All of the food at Dan's is amazing. And if you hear otherwise, they're just liars and competitors. Check them out online. Eatatdans.com is the website. Eatatdans is the Instagram. Go check out the food porn. Oh, it's unbelievable. You will get a food boner, I promise. Go check it out. It is oyster season. Let's go. Time to get naughty. Have a little sexy sex. Okay, maybe not. That's a little much. Sorry, Dan's. But check it all out. 2 locations for you. Like I said, they got the lo mein, the grilled platters, New Orleans barbecue shrimp, boiled spicy shrimp. You name it. M said Boston should have one of those. Are you up in Boston? Yeah, man. Look, Dan's Seafood and Wings. It's Houston based, but you're gonna love it. Whatever you do, eatatdans.com is the website, and make sure you put some Dan's in your mouth. All right, that message, by the way, has not been approved by them. I just used that. She really did. I know. See, D-Mata was there. She really did love the salad. She's like, the salad is so fresh. Chill, Jen. Chill out. No one gives a shit about the salad. Calm down. Thank you, Justin. What is this? Oh my God. Stop. Leave me alone. I'm like right in the middle of a show. I can't talk TV right now. So let's talk about my life and how it changed forevermore this morning. I was hungry. I'm on this diet, and I was like, you know what? I gotta eat something that's low calorie but still delicious. No carbs this morning. I try to only eat my carbs at night. It's a long story. If you care, I'll explain why. I had hired my buddy who's a personal trainer. Told me the whole philosophy behind it, but if you guys don't give a shit, I won't bore you. But if you want to know why you should eat carbs at night and not in the morning, I'll tell you. Nonetheless, I was up hungry, and I was like, you know what? I want to have a couple eggs, couple slices of bacon. Just easy, low calorie, delicious. So Nora has already cleaned the kitchen, and we have one of those gas cooktops. And it inevitably, when I make bacon, it's going to be a big ass mess. There's going to be grease all over. Like, all over. I even use the little splatter thing. That shit don't matter. You got to take it off, and as soon as you take it off, goddamn bacon grease is all over the place. And then I'm lazy, so I don't usually clean it up, and then she gets angry. So it's super clean in there. And I was like, I want bacon. So, of course, get on my phone and I Google, can you microwave bacon? Now, I microwave hot dogs. I think that's easy, fast, no big deal. Donna said cook it in the oven. Oh, no. Oh, no. I microwaved my bacon. I will never go back. I will never, ever, 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 ever not microwave my bacon. That shit was crispy. It was delicious. And it was fast. Not air fryer, bro. Then I got to clean the goddamn air fryer. I gotta clean the baking sheet for the oven. If y'all are telling me to bake my bacon, man, bump that. I'm telling you guys, if you haven't microwaved your bacon yet, fam, do this. It's super simple. I had 3 slices of thick, I like my bacon like I like my women, thick and cut. Okay. 2 C's. That's how it should, like HEB should do that from now on. When they put their bacon out, it should just say thick cut bacon, but then 2 C's and thick. Anyways, I put a paper towel down. I put 3 slices of bacon on it, another paper towel on top, 5 minutes in the microwave. Mwah! Shit was crispy. Oh, yes. TDP said, did it come out crispy? Bro, I love crispy bacon. It's got to be crispy. I don't like that flimsy ass, mushy mouth, bullshit ass bacon. I need it crispy. Like I want, chip my tooth, bro. Chip a tooth. Knock a crown out this hoe. 5 minutes in the microwave. Crispy, delicious. And the best part is no mess, because you put it on the same plate that I put my eggs on and ate off of. So it's all one plate. You just put the paper towel down, 3 slices of bacon, paper towel on top, 5 minutes in the microwave. And while that was doing it, I scrambled up my eggs. Swoosh, swoosh, swoosh. Eggs are done. Bacon's done. Pull the paper towels out, throw them in the trash. Eggs on the plate, sat down and ate. What have I been doing this whole time? What? I mean, look, when you fry bacon, it's a whole mess. Now, my dad used to do this because my parents got divorced when I was real young. So I would go to my dad's every other weekend. And he would always wake me up Sunday morning so I could mow the yard. I fucking hated it. Like, bro, I'm not your fucking yard guy. I'm your kid. Only reason he would even come get my ass for his weekend was so I could do his yard. He didn't give a shit about seeing me. Now, what he would do, though, is he would make me a bomb-ass breakfast before he sent me out there to mow the yard and weed eat and sweep. I'm like, bro, I'm 10. Let me live my life, man. Set me up a goddamn slip and slide and let me have fun. Got me out here working like I got a job and shit. But he would make a bomb-ass breakfast. And what he would do is he would fry bacon in a cast iron skillet. A bunch of bacon. Boy, and that skillet, the grease in there after the bacon would be, quarter, half-inch thick, deep. Just nothing but hot-ass bacon grease. And then he would fry the eggs in that. Oh! Boy. So good. So good. Fry your bacon and then cook your eggs in the bacon grease. What? So that's what I would normally do here, and that's why Nora would get pissed off. She'd be like, no, this is too much mess. Okay. So now, it's microwave from here on out. There you go. Lisa said I cook my eggs in bacon grease. It's amazing. But I ain't like that. I'm not that picky. Robert said high cholesterol right there. Oh, yeah. You're adding just calories on top of calories. You're like, oh, you want to eat this high cholesterol egg? And you've already got some bacon? Why don't you cook it in bacon grease? Man. Now, we don't save the grease at this house. Like, my mom used to do that. My mom would have, the bacon grease coffee can. So when you cooked, you had to pour that grease. But she always had, I never knew which grease was grease. She had a bowl with a lid on it that was just grease. And then she had the bacon grease. And I'm like, well, what's the difference? I'm like, and can't you just use a oil? Why do we save all this grease? No. Don't put the wrong grease in the wrong thing. Now, see, Nora does this. But Nora uses oil. My Hispanic wife she's prone to make a taco or 50 every week. It is always taco season at this house. Always. And we actually have a jar next to the range. And this oil, it's her taco oil. This is the craziest thing. I'm like, okay, I live with a white woman, my mom, that saved bacon grease. And now I live with a brown woman, my wife, that saves taco oil. This is where I'm at. But she makes some bomb ass tacos. It's super simple too. She just puts the oil in, and then she gets corn tortilla shells, gets the grease real hot, puts them in there, and she'll curve them. Like, she's the designated taco shell maker in her family. And we're talking, Ray's here. He'll tell you, Ray, if you're here. But Nora's like the bomb ass taco shell maker. It's what she does. She's good at it. Alex said, we cook with avocado oil. Oh, we're super fancy. Does that make it better? Is it good? M wants something, bro. I'm telling you, got to marry you a Hispanic woman. Taco season all the time. Delicious. There you go. There's the birthday boy's Venmo if you guys want to help a brother out. It's his birthday today. Happy birthday, Katie. Not doing another shot because I think I have to shoot the TV show today, but I don't know now. I think they're moving the TV show. I don't know what happened here. Always changing it up. Soft taco flour tortillas are blasphemy. Well, now the white guy in me loved flour tortillas and still do. That's why I like burritos so much. Harpy, are you not? But you're a baker, Harpy. You can still cook or bake. Like, Nora's not a baker. She don't make, but she makes some bomb ass tacos and pico. Oh my god. She makes, so right now on my diet, all I'm eating 1 meal a day, 800 to 1,000 calories. And it's literally, I get a bag of that 90-second Uncle Ben's rice, usually garlic butter because that's my favorite. But I'll throw that in the microwave. And then Nora, what she'll do is she'll get 3 pounds of ground turkey meat and put taco seasoning in it and cook it all up. And then I just take 10 ounces of that, put it on the rice, and then she makes fresh pico. And I mix that in there because, there's no calories in tomato and onion and jalapeno or whatever she does. And so it's usually my dinner for the last 3 to 4 weeks has been a bag of rice and taco meat or chicken. Fajita chicken and pico. Her pico, oh my God. But she's got me hooked on corn tortillas now too. I used to be soft flour tortillas, but that Hispanic girl has me hooked on it. Em said, how old were you when you started watching what you eat? It really wasn't how old, it was how fat. When I met my wife in 1998, I weighed 150 pounds. 6 weeks ago, was it 6 weeks? Maybe 8 weeks ago, I weighed 216. So 65 pounds difference between when I married my wife and now. And I yo-yo diet. Oh, I'm sure I'll be 216 again. Total Dow said, flour's awesome. Corn tastes like dirt. No, it isn't. No, it doesn't. That's not true. Matt said if you make fresh flour tortillas, it's worth. Now, see, that's the other part of it. This is where Justin Swinford was wrong because he said soft flour tortillas aren't good. It'll be your 40s, M. M said I'm 31 now. Yeah, it'll probably be about 35 to 40. It also just depends when you get married and who you marry. But my wife's mother makes the best flour tortillas on the planet. The planet. And they knew, like, when I'd show up, they were like, has this white boy ever eaten before? Oh, my God. I'd show up when I first started going over there, when I met her family, and I'm showing up on a Saturday, and, oh, it was just the best, right? Like, I didn't grow up around a family like this. Like, my family wasn't close. You know what I mean? Like, my parents got divorced when I was 6. We didn't spend a lot of time together. This is not what white people did back then, I guess. But our family, man, it's such a beautiful thing. I'm amazed and I admire it, and I'm so happy for her that she had it. But they would get together every weekend, it felt like, and eat and just laugh and hang out. And her mother would make a stack of tortillas. I'm not kidding you. Just piled high. And the first time I had one, I was like, oh my God. And I just sat there and ate. I didn't have nothing else. I would just literally eat tortillas. I would put butter on them and eat flour tortillas. Oh my God. It was amazing. Nothing like it, man. Nothing like it. Hot, fresh. Mama just made them. Ooh, woo. So good. White Magic. If you don't trick your ass. I love the corn tortillas from Taco Bell. So good. You can buy them in the store. But my pancakes is just a stack of tortillas and a stick of butter. Dude, have you ever just done that? Y'all never done that? Y'all never just done like flour tortillas with butter? Oh, that's a pro tip. Man, get you some flour. Look, and I'll tell you who has bomb ass flour tortillas, HEB. You probably don't have that in Boston. But everybody down here knows. The butter tortillas from HEB. Oh, bro, you'd be wanting to roll one up and put your dick in it. Oh, they're so good. Oh, fam. I'm telling you. You'd be like, fuck a flashlight. I'm about to have sex with this tortilla. Man. Fuck you, Perry. Perry said, I see why your ass went from 150 to 240. 216. Don't be making me fatter than I am. Don't be making me fatter than I am, Perry. Oh, raggedy ass. All right, listen, I got to pee real quick. Let's take a quick break. We're going to take a 5-minute break. I got to pee. I have a good break video for you. I guess it's good. It is the previous week's Barry on Sports from the Houston Sports Show. It's all the sports jokes. We call it the funniest 3 minutes in sports. So you watch that. You guys are going to sit on the corner and do some dope. I bet M doesn't know what that means. And then when we come back, we'll wrap up the show. We got about 30 minutes left in the show. Don't go anywhere. Go grab a friend, in fact, and come on back and let's hang out for the rest of the hour. And we'll call it at 1. I'm your host, Barry Laminack. This is Barry on Deck. Stick around.
Time for Barry on Sports with Barry Laminack.
I'm Barry Laminack, and this is what happened in sports this week. Let's start in the NFL, where Ravens kicker Justin Tucker broke the all-time record for longest field goal after making a 66-yarder to beat the Lions at the last second last week, setting a new NFL record for ways to make the Lions lose. That is sports for you, right? The thrill of victory and the agony of playing in Detroit. Ravens fans blasted wide receiver Marquise Hollywood Brown after he dropped 3 potential touchdown passes last week. He will now be known as Straight to DVD Brown. Jaguars head coach Urban Meyer told fans not to worry about the 0-3 start, saying they're going to get things going. At this point, the only thing that might be getting going is Urban Meyer's out of Jacksonville. He'd make a great pilot, wouldn't he? Hey, look, folks, I know we lost the engine and the right wing is on fire, but we're going to get this thing going real soon. Everybody just settle down. Kansas City head coach Andy Reid was taken to the hospital after their loss to the Chargers last week for dehydration. Paramedics were able to wring a gallon of water from Reid's mustache for him to drink on and got him all better and back on the road to recovery. Rookie quarterback Zach Wilson of the Jets threw 2 more interceptions in his team's 26-0 loss to the Broncos. In 3 starts, Wilson has 2 touchdowns and 7 interceptions. Tell me you want to play for the Texans without saying you want to play for the Texans. The Baltimore Ravens fans who recently got a tattoo of the team's win over the Chiefs now says he's getting tattoos for every win this season. Not to be outdone, a Jets fan said they're going to do the same thing. When describing Cowboys rookie Micah Parsons, Jerry Jones said, he's as pure as mother's milk. What? As opposed to the Cowboys organization who went sour about 20 years ago? Boy, they're going to hate me. Cowboys lineman La'el Collins was suspended by the NFL after he was caught trying to bribe a drug tester. Apparently offering free weed to a drug tester to keep quiet, not the best idea. Collins missed 7 scheduled drug tests, but said he had legitimate excuses for each one. He just can't remember them. In other sports news, Ohio State linebacker Kayvon Pope was kicked off the team after he quit mid-game and tweeted, "Bleep Ohio State," using the F word. Buckeye fans were absolutely furious that Pope left out the, as in bleep the Ohio State. After the U.S. golf team blew out Europe 19-9 to win the Ryder Cup, Dustin Johnson appeared drunk during the press conference, but it looks like it was the Europeans who could have used a designated driver. Golf pun, bring it up. After losing to Arkansas, a Texas A&M fan is pondering legal action to force the referees in the game to reveal what they were talking about after an interception by Arkansas during the game. In related news, Texas A&M welcomed its newest recruit, Jim Adler, the Texas Hammer. And finally, after the Eagles' 20-point loss to the Cowboys, Jalen Hurts said, quote, "You take a deuce, you don't sit there and look at it, you flush it and move on." Coincidentally, flush it and move on is also the Eagles' motto. I'm Barry Laminack. That's not what happened in sports this week.
I got your bitch sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. They are to be ashamed. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Look at here. There you go. They're out here sharing marijuana. Look at here. There you go. The same old nasty ass people from last week. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. 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 Goddamn right, bitch. Goddamn right, bitch. Goddamn right, bitch. Goddamn right, bitch. Corner doing dope. 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 Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Look at here. There you go. They're out here sharing marijuana. Look at here. There you go. The same old nasty ass people from last week. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. 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 Goddamn right, bitch. Goddamn right, bitch. Goddamn right, bitch. Goddamn right, bitch. Corner doing dope. 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 Corner doing dope.
Hey, welcome back to the last half hour. I was going to say hour number 2 because that's usually we do it at the 1 hour break. But welcome back to the last part of the show. I'm your host, Barry Laminack. Thank you guys for sticking around through the break. Those of you that did. Those of you that didn't, go fuck yourself. I don't know why you'd leave. We only have 30 minutes left. There's no reason to leave. Hey, if you haven't already, make sure you follow, hit subscribe on the channel so you can get notified when I go live, which is each and every day. Normally, we do the show from 2 to 4 p.m. I saw, by the way, I've been calling him M.E. Because I didn't know how to say it, but it's E-Bones Magic. So I'm just going to call you Bones. All right, you don't get to pick your own nickname around here. It's whatever I give you. Ask some of these folks hate it. But so we're going to call you Bones if that's cool. It's got to be because that's what I'm calling you no matter what. But welcome to the show, Bones. We do this normally Monday through Thursday, 2 to 4 p.m. Central Time, Houston time. And then Fridays we do 11 to 1 because I tape a TV show, which that's what you saw at the break there. So if you're new to the show, click on follow, click on subscribe, hit thumbs up, all that bullshit, whatever. No one gives a fuck. Okay, moving on. I wanted to talk to you a little bit, another non-sports related topic, but a very serious topic. Very serious thing we need to discuss. I didn't know this was a thing, but apparently, White Magic said there can be only one magic. Well, see, that's how it works. Now you're Bones. Apparently, I didn't know this to be the thing. I didn't know this could happen, but it is a thing, and it has happened. Apparently, if you get COVID, one of the lingering effects of COVID could be, not always, but could be RAS. Yeah, RAS. Restless Anal Syndrome.
Who the fuck is that guy?
I'm not making that up. That is a thing that they're saying. This guy, it's kind of like, this is what they say. They say that it's zoom out. It's kind of like restless leg syndrome. You ever seen somebody with restless leg syndrome where I don't have it, but apparently like you're laying there and your leg just goes, man, I'm going to fucking move around a little bit. And then it's just like, hey, what the fuck? Like your leg jumps around. Incarnate said skinny jeans and no ass. And Shelby goes, don't talk about me like that, Incarnate. Shelby, you're so funny. But apparently this is a real thing that you can get, restless anal syndrome. Let me read you this article. Zoom out. From the New York Post, so you know it's not made up. A newly published medical report by doctors in Japan revealed a mysterious condition associated with the disease called restless anal syndrome. And one 77-year-old patient who had COVID, it said the man had only recently checked out of the Tokyo Medical University Hospital following a 21-day stay because of COVID. But despite having fully recovered from the virus, he returned to report uncomfortable new symptoms. He told physicians that he began suffering, quote, deep anal discomfort in the area between his anus and his genitals. So like not like on the surface, but like in there. It prompted him with the essential urge to move his bowels, which gave him no relief, by the way. As days passed, the patient observed that physical activity seemed to relieve his stressed anus. I swear this is like something out of The Onion. As days passed, the patient observed that physical activity seemed to relieve his stressed anus, while lying low only increased his discomfort, which also spiked during the evening hours. A colonoscopy showed he had internal hemorrhoids, but that didn't explain the spasms. His nervous system also appeared to be in working order. COVID-19 is known for causing a shock wave of side effects, some of which are neurological, including loss of taste and smell, brain fog, and numbness. And now they think it can cause restless ass syndrome. Anal syndrome. Restless anal syndrome. As if it wasn't bad enough. And I got to say, hat tip to my partner on Houston Sports Show, Rachel. She posted this, and she had COVID, and she was like, man, thank God I didn't get this. But I couldn't imagine walking around with itchy ass all the time. So Mina said, so are they going boo-boo on themselves? That doesn't help. It feels like you have to boo-boo all the time. That's the point. Your ass is restless. Your anal is restless. It's just like, I got to do something. I need to shit it in. And then you shit it in, and it's like, I still need to shit it in. It doesn't help. It's like your leg. Like when you have restless leg syndrome, you're always moving your legs. You always feel like you need to move your legs. You can't shake that feeling. It drives people crazy. You ever get that fucking eye twitch? And it fucking won't stop. And you're just like, oh my God. And just nonstop. Oh, that's the worst. I usually get that when I'm like super stressed out, haven't had sleep, or vitamins, or whatever. I'm married. It's probably just because of that. Shelby said, are they sure he didn't put a Hot Wheel or something up there? That's super weird. Mina said, man, I'm glad I didn't get that after COVID. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So, yet another reason to wear your fucking masks. Wear your mask. And if you don't wear a mask and you don't get vaccinated, I hope your ass gets restless. Legitimately. I hope your butthole becomes restless. I know, Brandon. I know. I just didn't understand I know. Hope you get Raz. So there was a new shocking turn of, I just liked the picture, to be honest with you. That's a good picture. Bones, appreciate you, buddy. Bones said, time for me to go get some money. Go get paid, player. Have a good day. I subscribed. I'll be back. This was awesome to watch after Undisputed. Thank you, homie. I appreciate you, Bones. Thanks for stopping by. Jordan's the GOAT. Enjoy your day. Go make your money. All right. And Carter said, wear a mask and goggles or else you get Raz and pink eye. Yeah, that's the worst. You don't want to be down there. I wonder how many people got COVID from eating restless ass. Okay. This took a turn. How much time we got left? Oh, I don't want to do that till Monday. They have the GM survey for the basketball, or the basketball, you fucking idiot, for the NBA. It's out, and it's really interesting. So we're gonna go over it on Monday on the show, and I'm hoping White Magic and Katie and Walt and all my basketball folks are here because I'd love to get your opinions on it. We just don't have time. I want to spend some time on it. So just keep that in mind. Monday, we'll go over the GM results. It's just a survey they do every year. They survey all the GMs in the league. It's like, who's the best point guard? Who's the best team? Who's the best defender? Who's the best young squad? They go through all those. It's really interesting. It gives you a good idea of what people in the know of basketball think about the league right now. Who's hot? Who's not? Who's on the rise? Who's on the fall? All that. So we'll go into that on Monday. We just don't have time right now. I do want to. By the way, just baseball wise, 4 games today. Astros start at 1:07, so right around the first pitch is right around the corner. Some really good pitching matchups today. 4 games on the docket, all 4 games, in fact. No, you're not. No, we're not calling. Use your chat fingers. No. But the pitching matchups, I was looking at who's facing who, and I'm going to tell you right now, man, I wouldn't be surprised if every game, if nobody scores more than 4 runs today. That would not surprise me in the least. There are some really good pitching matchups. I think the worst of all the matchups, and Marty, I'm not saying this to be a smartass, I think the worst pitching matchup is really this Astros White Sox game. Giolito and Framber Valdez. Lucas Giolito. Okay. I think he's got the worst ERA of anybody starting today. So go Sox! Go home. Go home, Sox. We still love you, Marty. We just hate your White Sox. All right, last thing. We'll get to this because it's a good. We got less than 10 minutes in the show, and I don't want to really get into anything I can't spend some time on if I want to. So this is all the James Bonds that have existed. Daniel Craig, there's No Time to Die is the newest James Bond that came out, and it actually comes out on Friday here in the U.S. And Daniel Craig doing the last one, or his last one, I should say. So they're looking for a new Bond. And Carter said I could be in here. Now, this is going to get a little uncomfortable for some of you. Because white guilt and white fragility is a thing. And I think I'm going to surprise you with a take that I'm about to have, because I think you guys know where I usually stand on issues of race. Before we do that, though, let's discuss the odds of the next Bond. Tom Hardy has 5-2 odds to be the next James Bond. James Norton is 5-1. He's got the second highest odds. So Tom Hardy has the highest odds. This is all according to sportsbetting.ag. Tom Hardy has the highest odds. In fact, let me, you know what I'll do? I'll just do this. Hold on. Oh, shit. What did I just do? Oh, I just started up. No, I'm not trying to play video games, you dumbass. I'm trying to capture this. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Let me save this. So, Bond, 10, 8, save, close. So these are your odds, just because I want you guys to have a slide or visual or whatever. These are the odds for each new Bond villain. Or Bond, I should say, not Bond villain. Hardy is 5-2. James Norton is 5-1. Idris Elba is 6-1, along with Reggie Jean Page. I don't know who that is. Henry Cavill is 12-1. Any female is 16-1. Tied with Michael Fassbender, Sam Heughan, and Tom Hiddleston. And Jack Lowden is 20-1. I don't know who half these people are. I don't know who half these people are. I have no idea. Brendan Gary said Zach Galifianakis for Bond. Oh, come on, fam. I love that so much. I love that so much. And I'm seeing a lot of the chat. Idris Elba. Yeah, Sam is Outlander. Yeah. He's the hunk. He's the dreamy hunk on Outlander. I got into a huge debate with my buddy Kazim Rahman, who lives in LA. When I was out in LA a few years ago, Kazim is an African American. He's Nigerian. Just so you have when I was in LA, I stayed with him. And Kazim and I always have crazy, weird arguments. And we will argue about anything. Kazim loves to argue. I don't give a shit what you tell Kazim. He's going to argue with you. And he's not going to relent. We had an argument over who was the better R&B group. It was I don't know, who was better, Silk or I don't remember. But the argument that we got into about James Bond was, he said Idris Elba should be the next James Bond. And I said, you can't, James Bond is a man, is an actual person. So one, James Bond can't be female. You've established that Bond is a man. He also can't be black or Mexican, Tony. Now, I get it. You've gone back and Hollywood is a piece of shit and didn't give roles equally to people. I understand that. But once you've established the race of a character, you can't, he can get a tan. You can't change the race of a character. It's not Jamie Bond. No, see, like, oh, you could like have his nephew. You know. Okay, Total Dallas has a point. Michael Jackson changed colors. Well, okay. Sammy Sosa did too. You have a point. No. Okay. Now that I would agree with. Now, see, this is what common sense is, because that's what his argument was. Kazim was like, no, it absolutely could be Idris Elba, and he absolutely could be black, because James Bond was just a call name. I was like, no, 007 was his fucking name, or his cover. But James Bond is the guy's fucking name. That's not just a name they give out. That's his fucking name. That's a person. That's a dude. But if you want to kill James Bond and Idris Elba becomes the new 007, fine. That I get. Yes. 100%. 100%. But you can't change the race of the guy. And then he was arguing, bullshit. Yes, you can. I'm like, I mean, you can, but you kind of already established that James Bond is this goofy ass white dude. And he was like, well, you can just, I'm like, that'd be like, are we going to change like Superman now? Are we going to change Black Panther? Are you going to let a white guy play Black Panther, Kazim? He was like, okay, don't take this too far. He was like, you just stop right there. But that's my point. Like, you're establishing these characters. I don't want to see them replace Candyman with a fucking white guy. We already have that. It's Freddy Krueger. You can't change the race of these people. Who wants to be the next Truman Laminack? Nobody. I promise you. Marty said Gabriel Iglesias. Oh my God. That's so funny. It would be the worst Bond movie ever. He just sits there and be like, I'm not chasing him. I'm not chasing that bad guy. You crazy? Yeah, I'll get him later. Robert said, how about Pinhead being a woman now? I don't know. That was like, look, and this is like I said, this is gonna be, I think you guys know me well enough to know where I fall on topics of social justice and race. But I don't need to see female Ghostbusters. You can make Ghostbusters, but it's a new crew. You can't be like, oh, all right, and Ghostbusters, whatever Dan Aykroyd's character name was, Frank, I don't know his fucking name. But you can't be like, oh, all of a sudden, it's Frankette. And you've already established this as an actual person. And I understand this is make-believe. So while Idris Elba could be 007, and I would be 1,000% for that, he can't be James Bond. So I get it that, this is why Hollywood needs to be more responsible going forward and more inclusive. But you can't just... It's like Superman, right? Just can't change it. It doesn't make sense. People don't change their race. Danny Dan said, do you not believe there can be a different interpretation of Bond where he is black? Not if you're going to continue the series, because you've established James Bond as a person. He could be 007 like Hal said. How so? What if Idris was just another guy with the same name? That would be great writing. No, it wouldn't. Oh, I see what you're saying. Now that would be actually good writing. Like there's an actual like James. There's another dude named James Bond. Just like there's another Barry Laminack, believe it or not. There's another Barry Laminack, right? So there could be some guy named James Bond walking around. He was like a Navy SEAL, right? Or whatever the SAS. And they're like, wow, that's so weird. There's another. Yeah, and he got confused and he got mixed up. And then in this topsy-turvy world. In a world where two James Bonds walk around. One is white, one is black, but they're the same, but they're equal, but they're not, but they are. James Bond. I don't want to die. Never too soon to die. It's too late to die. Don't die. Stop dying. That should be the next James Bond. Is this guy really going to fucking die or what? Never too soon or to stop dying. These are the dumbest names, by the way. No Time to Die. Really? That was what you came up. Hey, James, this is No Time to Die. You get back in there and you've saved the world. In a world where there's no time to die. No time like the present. In a world where the ink is black and the page is white, together we learn how to read and write. Ebony and ivory, together in perfect harmony. It's Idris Elba as James Bond? Just ask the question at the end. All right, Mina. See you, buddy. Glad you were here, man. Thanks for hanging out with us. It's chocolate and vanilla. That's so funny. Somebody said I should do the new. Brandon said you need to be the new voice of every preview. I just feel like I'm doing a cheap. What's that dude's name? There's a comic that does that. Oh yeah. There's another stupid one, Mimi. Live and let die. Die and let live. Live to die later. Die now. Die later. Live now. Die soon. Die later. Live now. Octopussy. Just out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. Oh, yeah. Pablo Francisco. That's his name. They're just like, live to die. Die to live. Never too soon to die. It's too soon to die. If you're dying now, don't die later. Octopussy. How did you mix that in with the rest? That make no sense. Incarna said flooding my basement Fridays. Jack Black is James Bond in Fuck It. All right. Oh, you guys, that was fun. I think we solved the world's problems today. If nothing else. Oh, yeah. I forgot. Goldfinger. Octopussy. Gangrene toe. All of that makes you die. Stop dying. That's what's fucked up. Hold up. Mark my words. This is the most Hollywood shit ever. They're going to give you a black James Bond and then kill him. Fucking Hollywood. Go Astros is right, Incarnate. Hey, you guys, thanks for hanging out with me this week. Thanks for putting up with my emotional, stressed out, burned out craziness. Hey, if you can make the Houston Improv, try to hop in. We're going to have a good time. If not, totally understand. You're probably sick of my shit. I am too. No one is more sick of my shit than me. Trust me. You guys have a fantastic weekend. I will see you on Monday. Until then, do me 3 favors. Be safe, be kind, and most important, love each other. See y'all later. I love you too, Brandon Gary. I love you, Donna. Daddy's making
making a YouTube video.